So thank you really to the presenters, to you all for your questions. This has been a really rich and very synthesized and focused set of presentations. This represents one of a four-country effort under change. And so this is really the only one story. And there are at least three other stories from the other countries that this change project supported in Cote d'Ivoire, Tanzania, and in Senegal. I just want to reiterate one thing that Victoria said, and that is the different perspectives that implementers and researchers have. They are different, that one can anticipate a tension because you have different objectives, you have different timelines, and it's really a testament to open and relatively constant communication. I think really an ability to listen to each other's perspectives and finding a compromise that works in both worlds. Because I've seen partnerships like this get untangled easily. So it's really a testament to the individuals on all sides of the ocean and in the countries that it's worked. And we look forward to build on it in the future. A second point are, what are the challenges and questions that remain as we as an organization think about scaling up integrated and multi-sectoral interventions, targeting largely subsistence level and small-scale farmers, some that may be in market viable areas and others that are not. And the question we also are, how do we target efficiently? In fact, we've looked at some of our data, and although you try to reach everybody, often it's those who are in the top 3 quintiles that seem to benefit. We need to look more into that. Which households maintain and continue to develop their gardens and poultry raising, and which do not? And we've gone back now, and we haven't shared this yet, but 18 months after this to begin to examine that. How can we capture and assign value to the multiple benefits, including spillover effects to non-target communities and community members? That has a value. How do we link productive households to markets and to private inputs? Seeds need to be replaced. You need vaccines. They need to be in quantities that are, it's a cold chain. You need them in quantities that can be, you can inoculate small numbers of chickens, or you need to aggregate those things. These are challenges we haven't overcome, and in the context of a research program, you have control, you build those capacities, but taking it to scale, that's a whole different way of thinking. What do we do to improve livelihood opportunities for subsistence farmers during the off-season? And that's an issue of context. So we still have much to learn on many of these questions. And finally, I'd like to just, you've probably all heard the phrase, we treasure what we measure and we measure what we treasure. And it may be a bit of a cliche, but I would say that working with IFPRI, we have learned to measure lots of things we didn't even know were measurable. They might not have known were measurable either. And we still need to find improvements on how to do that in a way that's, one, believable, two, that has been validated, two, that's more field-friendly, that doesn't take hours to administer, and think through those things. So I think there's a lot that, again, we still need to learn. There are indicators that we have yet to really look at capturing some benefits that have been talked about today, that either spillover benefits or others. So once again, thanks to Stella and Diana really for their major presentations, to Amy Beth and Victoria for their remarks, Marie, for you doing a great job of emceeing. And thanks really to IFPRI for hosting this event in this wonderful, wonderful place. And really, our thanks go really to USAID who started this effort in Burkina, and really to GAC for their bold leadership and willingness to take a chance. So I now officially close the seminar. Thank you.